all, this is Assistant Professor Gagandeep Singh from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. This is lecture series on analog signal processing. In the previous lectures, we have discussed the basic building blocks, creation of the basic building blocks using transconductances. We have created different building blocks like resistance, inductor, integrator, gyrator, other building blocks that are used for the creation of the basic filters. We have created filters like Butterworth filter, Chebyshev filter in the previous units also. So now we are equipped with the basic building blocks as well as the filters. Now we will design the filters using transconductors. In the previous unit, we have seen that transconductance can be used to create all type of filters, first order, second order, and the higher order filters. In this lecture, we will see some of the aspects of these building filters using transconductance. So in the first order and the second order filters that can be created using transconductance. First of all, we have seen that the transconductance is combined with capacitor to make transconductance C technique, which can create all the type of RC active filters. However, this technology is mainly focused for IC implementation, because in IC implementation we cannot create L, that we have discussed in the initial introductory lectures also. So we can create IC filter ICs using GMC technology. Together with the this technology GMC, this is mainly used for the higher order frequency range, which make difference in the design approach compared to the op-amp based filter design. Basically, the design will be more compact and we can create higher order, higher frequency filters with lesser space which is required in IC implementation. However, in op-amp based filter design, we need more number of op-amps. For example, to design one inductor, we need 4 op-amps. That will make a tedious task to create an IC. So in this way, if we compare the two different technologies, first thing, resistors are not used for CMOS technology, because we have seen transconductance can create using CMOS, and from that transconductance we can create resistors. So no resistors are to be used in this technology. Second thing, the capacitors are taking lesser space. Secondly, the capacitors are taking lesser space. So a capacitor of picofarad or even lesser, that can be created easily using the transconductances. Also, if in some cases, as we take the ideal condition that two identical capacitors or components are required, that can be created using this transconductances. Obviously, if we are creating the RC component using the same component, using the transconductance, the cost consideration will be reduced. Cost will be reduced. Second, next one is that the design, capacitor design, it also depends upon the process of the masking dimensions. So different capacitors is unimportant as long as their values are limited to few picofarads. If we consider the capacitor again, the capacitor ratio that should be moderate for obtaining a good Q factor, that can be obtained from the capacitor ratio, and the small ratio will be realized using these transconductance capacitors. So all these advantages go into the favor of the transconductance amplifier when we are considering the capacitor. Another reason is that the transconductance, when once created, that are not required to be recreated. So the filter designers or filter engineers will not design their own transconductance, but the available transconductance design, they are used to build the other transconductance building blocks. So only by varying the value of GM, only by taking one value of GM, we can create the different building blocks. So if we go with the first order filter, now we know that the first order filter is a universal filter. So it is called universal first order filter because we can create any other order filter from from first order and second order filter. So we can obtain it using lossy integrator. We have seen in the unit 2 also that we need only integrator to create one first order filter. So the integrator, how we can create, we have seen that we can create it with the AC, with the simple resistor with the our transconductance. However, to control the gain, we have taken the two capacitors. One is 1 minus A into C, and other is AC. So we can control the capacitance value by value of C. So this way we can control the capacitance value, G and C value. The Kirchhoff's current law, if we apply to the output, then to the whole circuit, it can be taken as Vm2 into Gm, the output of this into V2 minus V1 into ASC, the feedback loop, plus V2 as 1 minus A for this one. This whole circuit will be equal to the GM1 into Vm, the current. So if we manipulate something for this equation, if we take account V2 and V1 from the different terms, and we take the ratio of V2 by V1, the ratio gives ASC plus GM upon SC plus GM. So A can be used to control, this A term can be used to control the coefficient of C, of S term. So it gives S plus C plus, so it can create first order filter. Now if we take A such that A is equal to 0, it can be giving a low pass filter. If A is 1, it will give a all pass filter. So in this way we can create a filter which is of the first order using this circuit. Now so this circuit that we have created, if we take it as here, now this circuit first of all is a single-ended circuit. To create a double-ended or differentially filter, then first of all we have to take the mirror image from the ground, as we have seen in the previous lecture. Then we have to double the capacitor values. Then we have to take the polarity inverted, and then we have to merge the active components. This way we can create a differential mode or first order filter. So here the capacitor value are 2 AC and 2 1 minus AC, and all the polarities are changed and merged, so plus and minus signals are there. Also, the capacitor, the grounds can be merged to make one simple capacitor. So we have replaced the two capacitors with value 2 into 1 minus AC. We can replace, if we replace this ground also. If we connect the ground also, we can replace it with 1 minus AC. So now if we take this circuit, we can take a reference that GM may be equal to 0. Removing that, the transconductance in the circuit, then it will be a first order high pass filter. That means if GM is 0. If GM is negative, by making the cross wired or by making it the values by taking a negative resistance, GM1 is negative, then the upper capacitor and the lower capacitor will be non-inverting output. So we can create this filter to this filter, a differential order filter. The transconductance or the transfer function of this filter we have given by this filter. So we can take the values of GM by taking it in negative or positive, or sorry, GM2 negative or positive, or we can take the value of A to make it high pass, low pass, or all pass filters. And A value can range between 0 to 1. So this will also give, if A is 0, S term can be present or absent. Also, GM2 can be removed to make GM2 is equal to 0. This will make the movement of the poles. If GM2 is equal to 0, the poles will be at the origin, which will make it an ideal integrator. So if we have taken the two values are equal but negative, that is GM1 is equal to GM2, then the transfer function V2 by V1 will be given by SC1 minus GM upon SC GM plus GM2. We have seen that they are complex conjugate, to each other, so they will make an first order all pass filters. Here A value is 1. By interchanging positive and negative connections of capacitors to AC, these capacitors, we can have this change in the sign of the V2 by V1. So in this way we are creating a first order filter which can be used to create this circuit, which can be used to create all pass, high pass, low pass, or band pass filters. In the second order filter, GIC biquad that we have seen in the unit 2 also, we need a transfer function which has S upon S square term. So we have designed a second order biquad GIC circuit using this circuit. In the previous unit also we have created a ladder circuit, this ladder circuit in the second unit also. Here if we change the transfer, if we transfer the voltage source, then it can be taken as series of RLC circuit. So we can create this filter in this way. So now if we have a source, a resistance, capacitor and inductor, we can take one by one to make all these implemented in series. For example, this GM1 will convert voltage source input voltage into current. GM2, if you can see, it is the feedback is there and it represents a resistor. GM3 with a capacitor, it will form a gyrator with when it is attached to another transconductance amplifier. So a gyrator, this will give an inductor, this will give a capacitor C2, C1 is capacitor, and this is a resistor. So we have R, C and L with the transfer of the voltage. So we have R, L and C components with the conversion of the voltage source, current source, voltage to the current. We can have implementation of this circuit in this way. So we can have we can analyze this circuit so that we can find out whether we have designed accurately this passive filter into the active filter. For this one, again, let's take the analysis of all the circuit. I've taken some equations and then I have taken the ratio of V2 by V1. Then the ratio of this V2 by V1 gives 1 by R plus SC plus L plus all this term. Or I can take it as G upon S, G plus SC plus 1 upon SL. So if we say this equation, this equation is a second order equation. Also, we have seen that L can be represented as SC upon GM3 into GM4, because the two transconductances are GM3 and GM4. So I can write it as in this way. I have replaced L with GM3, GM4 by C2. One more thing, here a negative sign comes due to the change in the polarity. When we have GM is the polarity. So V2 by if we give V2 by V1 for the transfer function, it comes to be SC2 GM1 plus S square C1 C2 SC2 GM2 plus GM3 into GM4. So this is a transfer function of second order biquad. So again, we can create this single-ended second order biquad using this transconductance amplifiers. Now, when we have created a second order filter, when we have created the first order filter, we have created a universal filter which can be used to create any order of the other type of the filter. Now, to design higher order GMC filters, we can have a same design as we have created the op-amp filters, higher order filters. We can cascade the first and the second order filters to create the higher order filter, or we can have a ladder circuit which can be simulated using transconductances to make a higher order filter. Now, first is the if we take the two approaches, one is a cascade approach and second is the lossless ladder approach. In cascade design, to design a higher order filter, Several low pass filters, generally first and the second order filters, are taken and then they are cascaded. The two factors, numerator and the denominator, will give the zeros and poles which will give the required Q and omega C. Then assigned zeros are appropriate pole pairs analyzing the first and the second order modules to create higher active order filters. When we have desired omega and Q, we can have the desired properties of the filter. So only condition to be satisfied to the approach is that the cascade stage do not load the other effects. For example, if we are loading the first order with the second order, then the loading effect of the second order filter on the first order filter should not be there. For this one, the output of the first stage should be much smaller than the second stage input impedance. The condition is always satisfied in the active filters because they are using op-amps, and in op-amp we know that Zin input impedance is much higher and the output impedance is always smaller. So in the present cases, active devices are using transconductances whose output is high impedance current source. So this can be a problem, and it cannot be satisfying the cascading conditions. However, the input section of the transconductor present on the open circuit, the input capacitance is very small, providing a very high impedance. Also, the higher values of capacitor across the output. So the cascading works for the GMC filters. So we can take the cascading of the first and the second order filters to make the whole GMC filters. So in this way we can design the higher order filters also. So in this lecture we have designed the ultimate goal of our filter design, which is the design of the first order, second order or the higher order filters by using some active components only. We have used active component transconductor. Thank you.